Hey everybody, welcome back to I Know a Guy. Today we're meeting with Kenny Perry. He's the owner of Organic Mindset Agency. He's been in business for 2 years. How's it going, Kenny?
Doing well, thanks. Doing well. And yourself?
I can't complain. I know we've met a couple times, but just for everybody else's sake, where are you calling in from?
Yeah, I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Business is headquartered in Wilmington, Delaware. So yeah, I'm a dual citizen, so back and forth quite a bit. So between Canada and the US, best of both worlds.
I got you. Awesome. What's Canada like this part of fall? You're coming into spooky season.
Yeah, right now it's not too bad. It's about 50. I'd say it ranges right now between probably 45 to 68 right now is probably like I would say the median temperature for this time of year. So, this weekend's gonna go up in the low 70s. So
Hmm.
not too bad.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I never made it all the way up that far north. I've been close, but never all the way in. What's the go-to thing for anybody visiting Canada?
Yeah, the go-to thing. So first and foremost, obviously we're known for hockey. If you're a hockey fan, whether you're in Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Calgary, etc. Hockey's, obviously life up here, but obviously basketball is growing with the Raptors winning a few years ago and everything like that. So from a sports aspect, Canada's a great place for sports, but also if you're here, depending on the time of the year, if you're here in the winter, you can go skiing, you can go snowboarding. There's some great places you can go hiking, things like that. And then if you want the cityscape as well, you can go to, obviously some lovely world-class cities in like the Torontos, the Montreals, the Vancouvers, you know, and even my hometown, Halifax, Nova Scotia. It's on the east coast of Canada, so that's definitely worth checking. I definitely recommend going in the summer because you get a lot of wet, really slushy winters there. But outside of that, going to Halifax in the summer, it's a great time of the year to go.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to make it up there sometime. I know it's just been one of those things where you're like, yeah, I'd like to go, but you don't. So,
Yeah.
so what can you tell us? Organic Mindset Agency. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so the Organic Mindset Agency, I'm the founder of Organic Mindset Agency. And, what sort of the genesis behind what made me start it is I was pandemic and it's one of those things where, I said, you're one of two people. You're either someone that complained about how horrible your life is and went online and just went on social media and complained and binge watched Netflix, or you're one of those people that really like, you know what, this is time for me to figure out what I want to do. So I was working at the time and I was working at a job where I was working, 12 to 14-hour days sometimes, and it just wasn't really fulfilled. So thought to myself, I was like, okay, I wanted to create something, one, where I can operate in an online space, two, I can create something that's scalable, and three, it's pandemic proof. So I decided to come up with it. So, the whole genesis, aside from a branding aspect, I came up with the term organic mindset. So when I was really at work trying to decide the name of the business, I was like, okay, organic is a term that, it's used a lot, whether you go through TED Talks, it's used through you know, you just hear the term organic when it comes to building connections with people, connecting with people, when it comes to, from a health aspect, and I know it's in people's minds. And then mindset is just something you hear also from a TED Talk aspect where it's just, mindset, whether you're waking up in the morning, going for a run or doing a bench press max or setting your sales goals or, whatever it is you're looking to do, it's a mindset, right? So it just flowed together and my logo is a tree transforming into a brain. So that's pretty much, the whole genesis behind the Organic Mindset Agency. And then our slogan is growing your business is all in your mind.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you
Thank
about
you.
the logo. So, what do you guys specialize in? What is your niche? What do you help businesses with?
Yeah, so we have actually a revolutionary product, which is called, AI powered automated websites. So we refer to them as smart sites. So essentially, what they are is we have sites that are built with an AI component into it, where we actually build and program chatbots that can actually communicate with your clients and obviously do your day-to-day stuff for you. And it's a revolutionary product, obviously, without going into too much detail, because like I can show a lot more on the demo where it can really, really help booster not only your engagement with your clients, but at the same time make your everyday interactions easier. So that's what we specialize in, and we have a pretty quick turnaround time within 21 days or less. We get the sites done, and then also we offer SEO, online ads, social media growth, and branding as well.
Awesome, awesome. So, what out of everything that you're doing, what's your favorite thing? I guess what's your passion in this?
Yeah, passion I would say is my team when it comes to creating a website because a lot of people just think that I'm just going to have a site just to have it done and they cheap out on websites. I look at hundreds of websites on a monthly basis and the majority of time people just want to throw something together and just throw it together, right? Just to say they have a site, but they're doing themselves more of a disservice than anything else. So we explain the logistics in terms of the back end things that should be included and looked at on a website. And it really comes down to obviously how much you want to invest in your business because if you look at it more as an investment instead of an expense expense, then you get an understanding as to, you're putting the money into something that's going to make you money. So that's, just the whole aspect behind it. I love the creative point of really going in and making sites with the team that's going to actually, beat to the client's need, beat to the client's liking, and it can actually help them overall with their business.
Okay. I got you. So you've been doing it for 2 years. There's obviously been some growing pains and things you've learned from. What would you do different today if you were starting over as opposed to then?
First and foremost, not launching a business at the end of the year. I think that was one of the biggest things. It was not the greatest, not well planned. It was definitely something that I, struggled with in the beginning. Start launching a business, nobody knows who you are, knows your business or anything like that. But then obviously over time we start to grow and meet new people and make great connections and everything like that. I would say something I would have done differently is learning how to network properly, because I remember first starting out, speaking to people. You're pitching, because you're so excited to get clients. But then I realized when you actually connect with people, learn what they do, learn what their business does, and do introductions, like you introduce somebody to someone, something like that, all of that comes back full circle. People will think of you, keep you top of mind when it comes to obviously bringing in new business. So that's something that I really get a better understanding of doing when it comes to obviously growing the business, and just building those organic connections, no pun intended, organic connections, but yeah.
I got you. So when you are networking, who are some power partners? Who's some people that you tend to refer well back and forth with, people that are in different spaces that maybe you guys are talking to the same folks?
Absolutely. What's crazy is I would say who's really been instrumental to a lot of my growth has been fractionals. I love connecting on fractionals, fractional CMOs, fractional CFOs. Fractionals have been great power partners for us because fractionals really understand a business needs from a financial aspect, from a marketing aspect, and they've been great in terms of, hey, I got a client that I think should have a conversation with you, and then boom, the business can come out of that. Or if not, it could be something that's in the pipeline, or it could be something that maybe they know someone that introduces to someone. I would also say, bookkeepers as well. Bookkeepers deal with, business owners a lot, and they help them with their books, and, they say, okay, they could use some marketing. I'd also say financial advisors that work with business owners have been great power partners. And yeah, I would say that's pretty much comes to mind overall when it comes to, the whole business and just growing the business aspect with power partners.
Okay. So if you're talking about like your average client or somebody that you are more often able to help than not, what does that look like? What does like your avatar of your average client look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So we can pretty much service anyone that's just starting out from scratch. We have different tiered packages, all the way to someone who's a seasoned company, like a well-oiled machine, over a few hundred employees, well over, the multi-million, 200, $300 million flesh mark of, annual revenue. We can pretty much help anyone within that aspect.
Okay. I got you. So
Yeah.
everybody, there's no necessarily need anybody
Yeah, I
that wants a
mean,
presence online, kind of.
yeah, wants a presence online, but I mean, like we niche down at times. Like right now, I'm running a campaign focusing on home service companies, and we really just we bounce around a little bit when it comes to different campaigns and niches that we look at. We look at niches that need a need at a particular time of year or whatnot, and really focus on that.
Okay. Not to go too far down the rabbit hole, but what really sets apart a smart AI website versus just your standard, hey, here's one that put together. I guess what's the big value add with that?
Client interactions, I would say, is a big aspect of it. So it's like having a site that's, professional looking, great, but a site that can actually do a lot of things for you and help your business and, communicate. I would say that really helps your business stand out from the competition. Because even if you look at a lot of, different industries, and you look at, like, from a Google business aspect, who is ranking at the top, and you look at their sites, sometimes the people that have the most, optimal sites are the ones that are really leading the pack, and then some that are just kind of subpar as well. So it's one of those things.
Okay. I got you. Well, is there anything that I failed to ask that maybe you wanted to touch on or highlight a little bit more?
Not really. I mean, if for us, it's just, just building connections, and I find that's most important, and just, obviously networking the right way.
Okay, cool. And then obviously, I see in your background a lot of your contact details. What's your preferred method for people to reach out? Do you like an email introduction? Is it different for clients versus potential referral partners, or what does that look like?
Either or email, or you could call. Email is Kenny at organic-mindset.com. Or if you want to give me a call, it's 302-204-0226. So Kenny at organic-mindset. and then 302-204-0226. And once again, our Instagram, follow us on Instagram as well at Organic Mindset Agency, all one word.
Perfect. Well, if anybody would like to get in touch with Kenny, feel free to reach out to him. He's always willing to, take your call, respond to your email. I've had, I think, 3 or 4 of these now with you, so always able to
Yeah.
have a moment with him. Super great guy. Other than that, if you're a little shy and you want an introduction, feel free to ask me. I'm more than happy to, "Hey, have you met Kenny?" But other than that, if anybody else out there wants to get interviewed, feel free to reach out to me on X at I know a guy underscore. But otherwise, thanks for your time, Kenny. I hope you have an awesome day, and let's all get out there and meet some people. All right.
No problem. And one more thing too to add
Sure.
is if someone does book a call with me, a consultation call, we give hotel savings cards. So we have partnership with an incentivized program where someone books call with us, you get a hotel savings card, and if you actually become a client, you get a vacation voucher where as clients you pay for just the taxes of the hotel and your airfare, but the majority of the stay, we've partnered with some travel agencies and we have that taken care of. So it's an incentivized program that we offer to our clients.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Great value add. People, like to travel. It can get expensive, so anything to help in that realm. But anyway, yeah. So let's all get out there, get to know some people, and you will take care. All right. Have a good one.
All right, thanks.